say what would be really helpful to making that work is if you just do the one-handed drill in front of you, like this, where you're going clockwise with, say, your left hand, and you go above and below, and then you go in clockwise with your right hand, above and below. And then if you start them both below, and then above, below, above, below, above, in together time, and then you can split the time. That might work for you, instead of plain shifting it. And then speed one up. Hold your left poi here above. I mean, part of it is I keep drilling it like this, but your poi is like this. So you have to make sure you get the poi flat. And then at the front of the turn, so when it's at the 12 o'clock point at the furthest from your face, let it drop down below. Yes, that. Up and down, up and down. And let it drop down below. That was it. I think the trick to this one is partly in the elbow. So if you have it out here, I think this is really hard. But if you keep the elbow bent, like as I'm witnessing you do it, you're kind of like this, trying to do it. If you bend the elbow, you can lift and lower it to get the poi above and below the arm more easily, I find. To go from this to this. I don't know if you tried that one yet. If you're like this in the clockwise buzzsaw with the left on bottom, okay, so you tilt your buzzsaw down onto your left arm, but you're not flat, so you got to get it flat. Even flatter, yours is like this versus like this. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Then from here, try taking your hands down below and then up above, down below and then up above. Imagine your left arm is leading, and you're gonna go below both arms and then come up. Like you need to still do this one-handed thing we were doing a minute ago. In your buzzsaw, your left poi is on top of your arm. Do you see that? Okay, and your right poi is under your arm. You see that, right? Okay, when you are doing the corkscrew, you go from above to below, above to below, above to below, or below to above, below to above, below to above. Now the thing that's weird is, because of how you have the two hands positioned, the buzzsaw is in between both arms. So they either have to start out, they either have to go above, which actually that wasn't even that, above both arms first. I think it's easier to drop down first, where they both go down below both arms, and then you come up above both arms. You're not going back to that space in between the two arms. You have to go above and below both arms. So when you're here and you want to start into the corkscrew, drop your left arm below, and then your right arm is still here. It's below the right arm, but it's not below the left arm, so you got to bring it down there. And then suddenly you're like this, both arms are in together time like you were before. It's a matter of going from this position here, then getting comfortable with the left arm dropping, right arm dropping, and then immediately lifting them both up above both arms. If you're at this angle here, which is sort of like if you looked at me from this angle, this is like a 45-degree angle. It's as much vertical as it is horizontal. You want to maybe get a little bit more horizontal, because that'll help you feel the flatness of it better. Then you'll drop your left arm, your right arm, and then they'll both go up and over. You got the first part of it. You're here. You got the part where the left goes down. Now take your right hand, bring it down to follow the left one, as the left one just starts going into the corkscrew where it goes up and down. The right one's here, the left one's below. You bring the right one down to follow the left one as the left one comes up. And when the left one comes up, it comes up above both arms. Just do both arms clockwise. Yes. Now come up into the corkscrew, leading with your left hand. Yes. Okay, now go back to the together time circles underneath the arms. And then lead, left arm, right arm, go into the corkscrew split time. And now go back to the circles under the arms and together time. And now you're gonna lead, the left one will come up, the right one will follow. Okay, now go back into your buzzsaw, and we'll start from the buzzsaw again. Drop your left arm, bring your right arm down. Now you're in those circles that we just did. Your right arm is not down. Keep your right arm down. Okay, I still haven't, the one thing I have not yet seen you do is this. You're here in the buzzsaw, I saw this. Then I saw you do this, but I have not seen you take your right arm from the poi, from in between the left arm and the right arm to below both arms. I still haven't seen that. Because you're stopping your right poi completely. You're just stopping it. Yeah, okay, so when you take you're here with both hands. Keep spinning your right poi, no matter what, just keep spinning. Drop your left one underneath and keep it underneath. Just let it spin there, let it hang out there, let it hang out there, let it hang out there. Keep it going, it's underneath. It's just making circles underneath. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now your right one is still struggling, but we're gonna take the right one and bring it down so that the two of them are next to each other. They're next to each other, down below, next to each other, down below. So flat, below, not in front of you, but below. Okay, your right hand's doing the right thing. Now your left one should join it down here. And then bring your left one up and go into your corkscrew. Now, you want to take what you're doing now and you want to eliminate the extra circles. So you can do what you just did, which was great, where you went from being in the buzzsaw to like both of them being down below at the same time. Once they get below the arms, bring your left one up first and just as quickly, not spinning as fast, but with as few repetitions of rotations in the middle, move it into the corkscrew with the left hand leading. The entire time, the buzzsaw should be parallel to the floor, and then the corkscrew should be parallel to the floor. If you gotta go above your head the first time. And then you'll learn how to take that out. Yes, yes, yes. And then, do you remember a long time ago, when we were doing the corkscrew, tap, you could do that here too. Tap, tap, just go above not above your head, above the arm, and then down and tap. Above the arm, down and tap. Above the arm, down and tap. Above the arm, down and tap. Yes, from the corkscrew, down and tap. From the corkscrew in the other direction, down and tap. From the corkscrew, down and tap. Yes. I like the snake charmer too, a lot. 1, work on going from this clockwise buzzsaw into this corkscrew more and more comfortably. And then this is the clockwise corkscrew, which you didn't have today. So because you haven't practiced the snake charmer for that one, I want you to practice opening it and closing it, and opening it and closing it, and opening it and closing it, and then opening it and turning and closing it, opening it and anti-turning and closing it. And then I want you to practice the taps with the inside corkscrew to change direction, and then practice it on the other side.